Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another team of the season so far. I did the Liga last time. It's time to do the Premier League. I can't lie, man. I was going through it, and there's some players that's quite easy. They should be in that team, and others that, you know what, raises some question marks. But it's all about debate. But as you guys know, before I go to the video itself, like, share, and subscribe. You guys know what the target is: 50k. The goalkeeper, before I tell you who it is, shout out to Vicario. He's done an incredible job, fam. If it wasn't for, you guys know who it is, if it wasn't for him, then Vicario would have made the team easily. Like, the upgrade Spurs have made since Lloris has been there is so evident, fam. There's been so many games this season Vicario saved Spurs where they should have lost, drawn. Yeah, like the game against Forest and so many other games, bro. Like, shout out Vicario. Shout out Vicario. But has to be Alisson. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, fam. I can't believe I'm fam. Big age of what I am, and I've just said, oh my god, fam, disgusting, cringe. Anyway, Alisson, listen, shout out Alisson, man. This season, incredible, bro. You saw, for me, he's Liverpool's most important player. For me, he's always been Liverpool's most important player. You can see this season where when the games that he's missed, the game against Fulham, for instance, the biggest demonstration, the game against Fulham, where they won 4-3, they came back, but if Alisson wasn't goal, Alisson would have saved at least 2 or 3 goals that Keller should have saved the game before that as well. The game against Palace, he comes back and he makes that incredible save in that first half, which showcases how important he is. Liverpool this season have conceded quite a few goals, but it doesn't come down to the defense mainly. Like, people say they've got a great defense. Yeah, they've been better than before, better than last season, but really and truly, it comes down to Alisson being in goal, because he does so much behind the scenes saves that no one talks about. That's all because of Alisson. Right back is quite easy. Mr. Galactico himself, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Brother. 2025, 2026. Yes, baby. You're coming. But anyway, Trent this season, incredible. Incredible. The closest person I would say is Trippier, but then Trippier's last. People are going to keep talking about Trippier's assist. Oh, he's got like, what, 7 assists, 8 assists? But come on, man. Come on, man. Set pieces hype, fam. And the last month, you've seen the weaknesses that Trippier has, bro, in his defensive game, bro. He is a weakness just because he hasn't been exploited for the past year or so. But now you can see it's a weakness. It's the same way people like to make fun of Trent Alexander-Arnold's defensive ability. No one really highlights it for Trippier. If Trent had the same type of games he had against Everton and against Spurs, people will make him much bigger than what it actually is. But it's because it's Trippier, no one really cares. But if it's Trent, the discussion will be higher. You know what I mean? It'll be louder. The energy will be much louder than what it actually is. But Trent this season, man, come on, man. He's changed the way Liverpool are. Certain games when Liverpool needed some sort of creativity inside midfield. You know what, Trent? Please go to the midfield, do something. Please, Trent, go to the right-hand side, do something. Please do something. Please assist. Please help. Defensively as well. He's much better than what people making it seem like. Brother, he's recovered more than any fullback in 2023. He's recovered over 6.9 balls, bro. And imagine 2.9 of this is in the final third, bro. Put some respect in Trent's name. Damn it. Moving on to the person next to him, it has to be William Saliba, who has transformed Arsenal as a collective. This season, we've seen a bit more. You know what? I see a bit more. I see a bit more arrogance and a bit more leadership in him, bro. Like, ball playing. You know how comfortable he is when he gets the ball. Like, he doesn't seem phased, fam. Even when he gets pressured by a man or two, bro, he beats the pressure so easily. At the size he's at, the build he is at, which is mad, fam. Arsenal this season defensively has been so strong, and a part of it comes down to William Saliba. And the person next to him, the best centre-back in the Premier League, for my opinion, the best centre-back in the world, Virgil van Dijk. Bringing back the Van Dijk of 2020, 2021, before the injury. Bringing back the Ballon d'Or Van Dijk. People like to make fun of him. I heard last season people saying, oh, ni hao, salam alaikum, go to Saudi Arabia, fam. Just chill out. The injury he had was a big injury, but now we're seeing Captain Virgil van Dijk. We're seeing a guy who barely loses any aerial duels, bro. He's got over 85% winning duels, and he's going up against physical, tall strikers, bro. We're seeing a Virgil van Dijk who commits into his tackles. This is the Virgil van Dijk who Liverpool has been wanting, and a big part of Liverpool defense this season comes down to Virgil van Dijk. But last but not least, the person who completes the back line is Destiny Udogie from Spurs. This, you know what? I can't lie. I looked at the left backs. Yeah, I looked at the talent of left backs we've got in the Premier League: Zinchenko, Benny Chilwell, Luke Shaw, Robertson, Cucurella, so on and so forth. All of them have been. They've stank it up this season. Some of them haven't even played. Some of them have been dead. Like Estupinian from Brighton as well. No one has really convinced. Destiny has probably been the only left back who's actually been consistent throughout the whole season. We've seen Livermento for Newcastle do it, but it's only been 2, 3, 4 games. Destiny's been doing it for the beginning of the season. Spurs on that left-hand side, when Son moved up front, I feel they might have lacked that little creativity, but Destiny has provided that. Defensively, he's good. He's not great. He's good. He's learning. But going forward, he's actually much better than what I thought. He's chipping in with goals. He's chipping in with some assists as well. And in the final third, we've seen a bit that inverted role that Stones was doing last season, and Trent was doing last season. We're now seeing it with Ange, the way he's doing it with Destiny. So shout out to Destiny, what he's done this season, man. Going into the midfield, I've got 2 6s where they can both play 8, but they're both traditional 6s, and that is Mr. Rodri and Mr. Declan Rice. Declan Rice, let's talk about it very quickly. He is Arsenal. For me, he has been Arsenal's best player this season. You can make an argument, he's been one of the best signings of this summer. The way he is literally connecting and the glue of the defense and the midfield and the going forward, and he's the workhorse, bro. He's literally a workhorse. He covers more ground than anyone else. And whether you want him as a 6 or as a lone 6, or he's been playing and testing that left centre mid role where Xhaka was playing last season, and he's not bad there either. But what a player, man. What a player. And the person next to him as well, Mr. Rodri. City's midfield. That is City's midfield as a whole, bro. For me, KDB is the most important player, and we're seeing a miss of KDB. But when Rodri doesn't play, City is not the same City. That's why every single game where Rodri hasn't played, City's lost. Also KDB, but Rodri's lost. That's why last season, you saw what Rodri did last season. You saw the impact he had last season. And that's why he finished among the top 5 Ballon d'Ors of last season. And this season, bro, you're seeing his importance in that midfield. Whenever Rodri plays, you see how their midfield shapes up and how they connect with each other. But when he doesn't play, non-existent, bro. Non-existent. And the person that completes the midfield trio. Shout out to 2-man first. Douglas Luiz from Aston Villa. What a season he's had. What a season under Unai Emery. And as unfortunate as it is, Maddison. I'm sorry, bro, you didn't make it. If you never got injured, you would have made this team on 100%. But the injury has just ruined it. And I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, brother. But the person who completes that midfield trio is Szoboszlai from Liverpool. Please do not look at numbers. Please don't say, well, he barely scores, he barely assists, bro. It's not about numbers, bro. It's not about stats. It's about what you see on the pitch. And the importance that Szoboszlai is in that Liverpool midfield. He covers more ground than anyone else. He wins more duels than anyone else in the final third. He intercepts more than anyone else. He completes more passes in the final third more than anyone else. The way he has shaped and transformed that Liverpool midfield, no one has given him any sort of credit. You saw what Liverpool were last season. Liverpool had no midfield last season. Henderson, Fabinho was all finished. Thiago was injured. Harvey Elliott last season was done. But Bajcetic was still young. You've seen this season what Szoboszlai has done, alongside McAllister as well. But it's mostly Szoboszlai and what he's done, bro. Forget about goals, forget assists. Look at what he's done, bro. Watch the game and see what he does in that Liverpool midfield. And you would know how important he is and how crucial he is into that midfield, bro. That's the reason why Liverpool were first, bro. Moving on to the attack on the right-hand side, that's only one man. Mr. Mohamed Salah. Mr. Mo Salah. The greatest right wing in the Premier League history. And what a play. I don't think we should waste any time in talking about how good Mohamed Salah is. I don't think we should waste... you guys know how good of a player he is. I've already said it before on SDS, on this channel as well, how good Mo Salah is, bro. So that's why, let's not waste any time. Let's just move on. Up front, shout out, before I mention the obvious answer, shout out to, you've got Hwang, Watkins and Solanke. Shout out to these 2, man. But it has to be Mr. Erling Haaland. I can't make a team of the season without putting a man who's the top scorer of the Premier League and he's got 14 goals and we're in December. I can't. Like, is he the same player as last season? No, he's not. He's not the same player as last season. Is he as clinical as he was last season? No, he's not. He's had some missed chances this season. Against Liverpool, against Spurs, he's missed chances. But is he still a freaking good striker? Yes, absolutely he is. I feel like he misses KDB. And I think everyone knows that he misses KDB. I think the runs that he's making, he makes a lot of good runs that I see him, but no one... Alvarez is not spotting him. And Alvarez is not he doesn't have the vision, he doesn't have that mindset of a 10 where let me pass rather than shoot. Because there's certain times where Alvarez receives the ball just outside the box or inside the box. The first thing on his mind is not let me pass to Erling Haaland, let me just shoot. And if you put KDB in that position or someone else in that position, the pass would have been made. So many times where he's been man-marked by someone literally as short as Miak, but no one decides to cross to him where he can easily win the header. But we can't deny the goals he's been scoring. The Champions League as well. It has to be Erling Haaland. The left-hand side, I can't lie. He's never played left this season. Maybe only one game. But I can't do 11 of the Premier League this season without putting Bernardo Silva in my team. That's why Bernardo Silva completes the 11. He is going to be playing the... If I was going to play this team, he's going to be playing the freedom role, the Messi role, where he can just rotate wherever he wants. But like I said, I can't put an 11 without putting Bernardo Silva. Because... Bernardo Silva, City this season, like I said, they're not the City's last season. But there's only been few players that have stood out from City. Rodri being one of them, and Bernardo Silva being another one. And every big game, you see what Bernardo Silva can do. Chips in with a goal and assist. Every big game, you see the impact he's done. Every big game, you can see how he is. And even the small games that no one watch, you still see Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva is incredible. I don't want people to stop saying, Bernardo Silva's underrated, Bernardo Silva's underrated. The reason why they're underrated is because City fans, they don't hype him up what they should be doing. They hype other people up, but not him. But the neutrals, they know how good Bernardo Silva is. They know how good of a player he really is. Son, shout out to Son on the left-hand side. Shout out to him. Shout out to Anthony Gordon as well. Shout out to Anthony Gordon. Neto as well before the injury. Shout out to all of these men. But it has Cole Palmer as well. Decent season with Chelsea. But I can't make an 11 and not have Bernardo Silva in my team. Guys, this has been my 11 so far this season of the Premier League. If you feel like you've got different players or different positions, just put them down in the comments. Let me see. Let me see who you got instead of mine. Let me just see, man. We can have a debate. That's all football's about. Football's subjective, bro. Football's subjective. Not everyone has to disagree. My takes might not be your takes, and your takes might not be my takes. But it's all about debating and understanding why you think that and why I think that. So, guys, as you guys know, like, share, and subscribe as you know, and hit that notification button. And I'll see you next time. Peace.